But mosquitoes are slow enough, you should be able to kill them before they fuck with
Not me. Not me.
Like the sloth and you don't know the Disney movie, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Where
I know all Disney movies.
They work at the DMV.
Yeah.
I can't remember that.
Zootopia.
If you were a chick, who's the one guy you would sleep with?
John Stamos.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yup.
Ah!
You know what the
Testes 1 2. Testes 1 2. Rob's Round Table. What's up, man?
Bringing the heat today.
Heat.
Bringing the heat.
Hot take day.
Oh, hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot.
Hot sauce T-shirt.
He's got a, yeah, he does. He
Feeling
does.
hot.
These are quarterbacks and tight ends. We're lumping them together. One thing for you, per usual, Chase Claypool's outfit. Did you see this?
It was hot.
It's nice.
No, it actually wasn't hot. It was cool. It was ventilated. It had vent holes all cut up and down in it.
Do you think I would have bought this dress if I looked like this at Barney's?
Yeah, just like Kramer's, putting his shirt in the oven.
Yeah.
What the hell happened to your shirt? Well, he overcooked it.
Yeah.
I stole that from you.
Or besides the bonnet, that might have been warm. I don't know. Or whatever it was.
Yeah, and it kind of reminded me of the 1800 settlement with the holes in it. Like he's got a hood. It's just really bad. Check it out. I'll put it up here. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know what he's doing. He hasn't earned the right to dress like a clown.
No, like you said earlier, he's not Cam Newton, right?
No. Or Russell Westbrook. These guys have won MVPs. Let them be clowns. I'm dressed super nice here because I haven't earned the right. You know? All right, hot takes. Let's go. We're starting off here. Three quarterbacks and 3 tight end hot takes. Last year, I'm going to go through my hot takes just to give the audience something, right? So, I had Justin Fields finishing as a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, Justin Fields will be a top 5 quarterback this year. Explain yourself.
He was going quarterback 21. He finished at quarterback 6, and he missed a game and a half.
Beautiful.
So would have had it. Other guy, I had 2 of them. Trevor Lawrence is a top 10 quarterback.
All right, my second one here, Trevor Lawrence, top 10 quarterback. Also pretty fucking spicy. Trevor Lawrence is going somewhere between 18 and 20.
He was quarterback 22 because of what we saw with Urban Meyer regime. He finished at quarterback 8. Saying, those are my 2. And then when I was the wide receiver, yeah.
Because hot takes, if you hit a hot take a year, like you're doing something right. You got to step outside of the box.
That was 2 for 2.
They weren't even close. That's 2 at quarterback. Props to Rob on those, man. I'm going to have more accurate hot takes this year than him, but between the 2 of us, it's going to be pretty fucking sweet. You should probably bet these now.
I'm going to start with my first one. Guy, my darling, Justin Herbert will finish as quarterback 1. Woo! It's hot. That is hot. Want to hear why?
Absolutely.
Kellen Moore. Love it.
Yep.
Dak Prescott has finished at quarterback 2 1 year, and the year he got hurt where he got his ankle mangled was quarterback 1 by a landslide. I know it was only 4 games, and their defense was trash. Justin Herbert's better than Dak Prescott.
Yes, and Kellen Moore was without a job for, 22 hours? Mm-hmm. Mike McCarthy, you fucking moron.
699 passing attempts last year. Granted, it was their defense wasn't great, but their defense isn't any better. I see the path, and the path is Mahomes, not a lot of weapons. Jalen Hurts, regression, at least of the rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, the touchdown.
And then Josh Allen. I love Josh Allen. That's my worry. I think Josh Allen has the highest upside. But all those guys will finish really good. Justin Herbert has 5,000 yards. He has 39 touchdowns. He has 6 rushing touchdowns, which we've seen him have 5 rushing touchdowns in a year. Didn't run last year, had broken ribs.
Yeah, but look at Dak's rushing upside,
yep,
right?
He did it.
He got 6 every
year.
He'll
do it.
4 or 6 every year.
Justin Herbert has added weapons. And that's a hot take. He's going at quarterback 6 right now.
He's got that rookie receiver you hate.
Quentin Johnson. But I'm just saying,
you got Gerald Everett, deep
Do you
sleeper.
see the path or no?
Absolutely. There is a world where that happens.
Well, give me your first quarterback.
My first quarterback is going to mean yours is wrong, so we can't both be right here. I see a world where Lamar potentially finishes as the quarterback 1 right now.
Haven't we seen that before?
We have seen that before.
By a landslide, too.
And it wasn't even close. So we know the potential's there, and you're looking at arguably the best offensive line and the best receiver group that Lamar's ever had. I still like the running back room that's there. Edwards is okay. Dobbins is legit. I know we're both Dobbins guys. We'll talk about him another time, but it's more his offensive coordinator. You've got Monken in there now instead of Greg Roman. They're going to emphasize the pass game more, which you can do with a healthy Bateman. You're bringing in Flowers. You've got OBJ, who I'm not completely sold on.
Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely.
Yeah.
I mean, as your tight end too.
Two good receiving tight ends. So you've got a lot of receiving options. And I see a world where the rushing upside, the rushing touchdowns, and arguably the best passing season he's had of his career, he has serious potential to be QB1. He's right now 4th overall, I want to say.
5th.
Is he? Okay.
Burrow's 4. He's 5. Herbert 6.
I
love the 4, 5, and 6 guys.
Yeah.
And I will say also, what you didn't mention is Laquan Treadwell. I know it's an old name, former first-round pick. Apparently, best shape of his life. I know that's this time of year. You hear that everywhere.
Right, you hear that.
I'm saying, if that's your wide receiver 6 or whatever, that's way better than they had last year.
Oh, shit.
And they still have Devin Duvernay. That's some stuff. That's some things. My second hot take. Aaron Rodgers finishes a top 6 quarterback in 6 for passing touchdown leagues. Not in 4, because he doesn't offer anything on the ground anymore. Yeah. Top 6 in 6 for passing touchdowns leagues, and I see him. He's going quarterback 17, by the way. I see him having 40 touchdowns, and this is a 10% chance, but this is why it's a hot take. The FU mode, still Aaron Rodgers, his last real year of somewhat prime, solid weapons, new landing spot. Love it. I mean, I love it. This is my guy. If I'm going to wait on quarterback and really wait and not want to take Kirk Cousins, give me Aaron Rodgers for the upside.
Who's going to outperform Cousins anyway, and Cousins is going ahead of him.
There you go.
And I made all of the same arguments because Rodgers is my second quarterback.
What did you have? What did you say?
I had him as a top 10 this year.
You ball sack.
I don't know, man. He's at 17.
I was a pussy. I was a man, right? I was tough.
Okay.
Watch the previous pod if you don't get that joke.
I'll take it, man.
I like it, but it's still hot because he's going quarterback 17.
Yeah. And my problem is when I'm looking at the guys that are at 4, 5, 6, and then I'm looking at Allen and Mahomes ahead of him, I'm like, shit, I can't get him in my top 6 logically. No. I just can't do it. And so maybe 8, but I'm like, fuck it, I'll just say top 10. But I'm looking 4,500 and 35. It was kind of my logic on it to get him into the top 10.
And that's why I said 6 for a passing touchdown, because if it was 4, which a lot of leagues play, then I'm going top 10. But if it's 6, and you got to take down Jackson, Hurts if they don't kill it.
And I assumed the average was 4. I mean, we didn't
Justin Fields as well, right?
Yeah.
Like he will outperform Justin Fields in a 6 for passing touchdown league.
Yeah.
Not in a 4.
But with Wilson, Lazard, and watch the previous pod, Hardman, he's going to be right there, man. It's a good defense. It's going to allow him to play free. He's not going to be under a ton of pressure because of that run game. You've got Breece Hall and Michael Carter. Should be crushing it there. That's going to set up the pass. And like you mentioned earlier, the free plays. You know, it's the run game, the play action sets all that up. I'm absolutely in on Rodgers.
Where's like it? Same.
High upside.
This one's weird. Gardner Minshew starts more games than Richardson.
I was going to say the same thing, and we were talking about this outside, and I'm like, should I... No, I'm like, I just left it alone, man. And it's hilarious that you did it.
Essentially, this is a Richardson hot take, not a nothing against Minshew. And I will think he actually will play okay, but like, I can't bank on this. But it's Minshew starts the year because Richardson's not ready. Plays 5 games. Richardson comes in and is trash. You know, I'm saying can't read defenses. His athleticism doesn't translate right away. I like Richardson the prospect. I was really high on him coming out. I still am. But I'm saying in their let's say they're 3 and 4. That division is not great. Besides the Let's say the Jaguars struggle a little bit. I'm saying these are all the situations.
I don't think so, but
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like they're in the playoff hunt, and they just are not. Richardson is not a functional NFL quarterback.
Back to Minshew.
Yes, and they go back to Minshew.
That's so weird for team psyche.
But if the guy can't play,
and if you have a shot,
did you watch Malik Willis play last year?
Yes.
How was that?
Not great.
Is Tannehill great?
Nope.
I mean, he had a nice couple of years.
But no, man. The guy's a converted wide receiver who had a couple good years where, like, I thought he was going to progress more, and he just stopped eventually. Like,
Malik Willis was a good prospect. You know what his problem is? He's not a quarterback. He has a good arm, very strong arm. As strong as Richardson's almost, man. But he can't read defenses. He's not ready. And Richardson's not ready. And they're going to ruin the dude. Like the Bears ruined Trubisky if they keep running him out there.
Afraid of.
And the thing is, the Colts are not a bad team. They're an average team.
You draft him that high in today's NFL, he fucking starts, man. Like
but he does until he throws fucking 6 picks in 2 games. You know what I'm saying? And the defense is all up there. Jonathan Taylor's struggling. He can't even scramble because there's no lanes, or he gets hurt. I'm just saying, there's a lot of ways.
They got a good O-line.
And this is this is not taking an injury. But I think there's a chance of what I just said. Minshew starts the year.
It's hot.
Goes 500. It's not that hot.
It's a hot take.
Is it?
I don't think it happens.
Well, that's a hot take. You got the shirt on. Look at your shirt.
There's a world where it happens.
I'm just saying, man. I like Gardner Minshew, and I do like Richardson, but it's not his time. He's not ready.
Yeah.
They don't have enough weapons, and defenses are going to tee off on him, man. Imagine Bill Belichick facing Richardson. Dude,
going to force him to
he
win
is
with the
laying
pass.
in a bed with whatever dick he has left. It is out. He is just like, watching this film, like, okay. He stares down a guy, and he's not accurate.
Yeah, that's a
pick
win.
six.
That's a
pick
win.
six. They're not throwing just interceptions. He's throwing pick sixes, dude. He's going full Matt Schaub on us. Whew. Boom! Shout out to the previous episode. What do you got? What's your third one?
Third one, a little bit of a homer pick here, a little bit of a hopeful pick here, if I'm being completely honest. But Brock Purdy right now is sitting at quarterback 30 ECR on Fantasy Pros, and I think he'll finish as a QB1.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Flick that bean, yeah.
I think he finishes in the top 12.
Yeah.
I think it's too late for him. He's right now on track to start week 1. And if that stays the course and he plays all 17, I think he can finish as a top 12 quarterback. It's been at least 2 touchdowns in every game that he's thrown.
Is that right?
Kyle Shanahan.
Was it 9 games, too?
It was 2, 2, 2, 2, 3 or some shit
But no,
like
he
that.
played like 8 games.
Yeah.
And he had a couple 3 touchdown games.
He had 1 in the regular season. The rest
And
were
he had a
all 2.
rushing touchdown there.
And it's with the weapons that are there, with that run game with Shanahan, there's too much. The defense is too good.
There's too many games where he has a little 6-yard throw to either Kittle, which is crazy as a tight end, or Debo, which is the man, that goes to the house for 70 yards.
Yeah.
And he's functional. Train.
Game on!
All right. Anything else on Purdy?
No, man. I'm feeling pretty good about his chances to finish as a
Yeah.
QB1 this year.
I like it. That's good. Okay, on to tight ends here. My 2 picks. War. This one's bad. Kyle Pitts would break the receiving record for tight ends, reception record. That did not happen. He got hurt, but he wasn't going to do it anyway. But the other 2 were good. David Njoku, top 6 tight end.
David Njoku is a top 6 tight end. David Njoku right now is going tight end 21.
He was going tight end 21 last year. He finished at tight end 9. I believe 9, 10.
Was it 9?
Yeah, it
Okay.
was pretty good. He missed a game or 2,
Yeah.
2 or 3 games. Maybe it was 10. It was way above that. It
Yeah.
didn't hit the top take, but he won the argument. And then Cole Kmet, top 4 tight end.
My other one here, Cole Kmet. Top 4 tight end. That's spicy.
4.
Top 4, baby.
Yeah, Kmet I was high on last year.
What did Kmet finish,
I
7?
saw a world where that was going to come to
Yeah,
fruition.
he did
too.
well.
Yep.
Those I both consider hits.
Yeah.
I know they didn't hit the hot take. That's why you go really hot, and when they don't necessarily hit, you still win.
You're in the ballpark.
My first one, I'm double dipping. I'm going back to the well. I told you about my Kyle Pitts thing last year. Didn't work out. This year, Kyle Pitts finishes tight end 2. I can't say tight end 1 because of Kelsey. He never gets hurt. It's amazing. Tight end 2. You know how old Kyle Pitts is?
Not old at all.
22.
I was going to say 4, but yeah.
22.
Yeah.
And he is the most athletic player I've ever seen play the position. And do you remember Eric Ebron?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the year he had, like in his year 5 season with the Colts, where he had like 11 touchdowns? Eric Ebron was a first-round pick and is a shell of the athlete. He's a good athlete.
He's
Kyle
not
Pitts.
Yeah, no.
Now, it took Eric Ebron apparently 4 years to figure it out.
Most tight ends it does.
And that's kind of what Eric Ebron became. Kyle Pitts is amazing. It's more of can Ritter play. This is more of a Ritter thing. But Kyle Pitts is great. And tight end 2, it doesn't take much.
Yeah, and lining up a wide receiver a lot. The opportunity is going to be there.
We don't like Andrews.
Mark Andrews, I think, takes a step back.
We don't like Hawkinson.
Nope.
So who else is there? Dallas Goedert?
Nope. George Kittle?
No.
Nope. If I'm being honest, there's too many
Not for the
weapons.
upside of 2.
There's too many weapons in there.
What does it take for
Yeah.
2? 80 catches, or you can go touchdowns, but for him, it's not going to be touchdowns. It's gonna be 80 catches,
Kelsey's
1,000
gotta fall
yards,
off
and
a
6
cliff
touchdowns.
at some point.
Okay, fine. He finishes at tight end
Either
1.
way, 2's a hot take, but it's very doable.
I mean, he's at 5, so I had to go there.
But it's fucking Ritter, too. Like,
I
that's the
know.
scary side of it. So
check the ball
that's why
down
it's
to a
hot take.
fucking mutant
So
that is huge and
Yes.
fast and great hands and ballerina and great.
My-
and the high draft capital. Maybe use your tight end you drafted the top 5, which is unprecedented. Use it. Do it. Use
my
it.
hot take rolls right into that beautifully with Hawkinson right now is the 3rd tight end.
Yeah.
And there's no fucking way.
No.
My
No
hot
way.
take is he finishes outside of the top 10. I don't see it, man. I'm
love
not
it.
a Cousins believer. I'm not Hawkinson believer. That offense is obviously Jefferson or bust. You got Addison up there, who I expect a lot out of. But as a whole, Hawkinson can eat a bag of dicks.
Nice.
I'm out.
Great point. Okay, my next one. Dawson Knox outscores Dalton Kincaid. Well,
Okay.
Dawson Knox going tight end 23. Dalton Kincaid going tight end 11.
Yeah,
that's why it's hot.
It's crazy that Kincaid's that high. I think the universe is wrong on that shit.
And
too,
it
but-
may even out to Dawson Knox tight end 20, Dalton Kincaid tight end 14, which wouldn't make it hot. But currently, June 26th, when we're recording this, it'll be out a week later. That's where it's at. And I do still like Kincaid if you get him at tight end 14 as the upside if he does get the slot role. But I'm telling you, Dawson Knox is going to be on the field and blocking and catching touchdowns because that's what the guy does. And Josh Allen is going to throw 37 touchdowns this year. Where are they going to go? Gabriel Davis?
Nope.
Shakir?
Nope.
Okay. Jamison Crowder? He's not even there anymore.
It's gonna be Diggs, or he runs him in, or Harris takes him, right? Like
Or Dawson Knox.
Knox and Kincaid are gonna get there.
Dawson Knox will score 6 touchdowns this year. Again, I'm not trying to advocate. This is not a Dawson Knox argument. It's an anti-Kincaid argument.
Yeah.
So, and also, Dawson Knox might be decent. I mean, best ball and shit.
For the most part, you don't see tight ends perform in year one. We know that. We know that that's what the statistics show. It's
Right.
not typical. Kincaid can't block, so that's going to limit his opportunity to be out there on the field. Hence your point that
Right.
Knox will be on the field more. On the field equals more opportunities, even if it's a chip block and you're off, right? So I can totally see that. Like, that's not that hot to me because it's very believable.
But if you
to
look
the
at where they're
world,
going,
yeah, to
yes.
the statistical world, absolutely. I'm
And
with you.
it goes back to my previous one is like, we've heard all this in the fucking preseason, in the OTAs, in training camps. You hear this guy's lining up in the slot. They're lining him up all over. In the regular season, they don't do it.
No.
So Dalton Kincaid in the slot is believable to a point, but he is not anything compared to Kyle Pitts.
I was just going to say.
We have seen Kyle Pitts
in the
struggle.
slot,
I get he does not have Josh Allen. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, do the math, man. Wide receiver 11 for a guy we've never seen play. No.
Buffalo also doesn't have Bijan Robinson.
And I've seen Dawson Knox have 8 touchdowns, and then like last year was 4 and he was injured. I've seen him play.
Yeah.
He's gonna be on the field.
Yeah.
They trust him.
No.
He's a championship team.
I think that's a very winnable hot take.
What's up, man?
Good call.
What do you got?
I'm going right back to the rookies don't normally perform, and we've been going against the grain with this guy. He's the tight end of the pod, I want to say.
It's
at
Michael
this point.
Myers.
And I've been admiring your photo in the yearbook for quite some time now.
You mean like pictures of me as a kid?
Yeah. And may I say, you still look very young. In a good
It is, dude.
Yes!
It's Michael
Yes!
Meyer. Right now, he's tight end 30. There's no way he finishes that low with Jimmy Garoppolo, who loves his tight ends, loves getting the ball out.
Tell me
quick.
top 12.
You saw McDaniels taking tight ends to glorious positions throughout his entire career. And at this point, like, I'm going to say, I don't care what has happened every year with the rookies. I'm in on Meyer. I'd put him as top 15. 15 to 12, either way, man,
Yeah.
he can hit it. He can be
A
a tight end
startable
one,
option.
but
Yeah.
a startable option that you're taking at the bottom of the barrel.
Anti-shout-out Story, who hates
Yeah,
Michael Myers.
Fuck Story.
Yeah, fuck you, Story. If you're watching this,
What
maybe
do you
we're
think
idiots.
Laporta is going to have better performance than
Laporta
Meyer? Or who
sucks
was it that?
cock.
Who did Story say was going to be better?
The other day, I was watching it's a glory hole porn episode, and you know who showed up?
Would you look at that? Frank? D, what you two have discovered today is what is most commonly referred to as a glory hole.
A glory hole?
A secret portal created as a passageway for one to safely insert one's penis.
I'm sorry, a hole to stick your dick in?
Sam
Laporta. He's just getting it, dude, and like his face, it was rough, man. I mean, he was good at it. He was really good at it. No, it's not, because it showed up. I was like, why is Sam Laporta sucking 8 cocks? I mean, because he's not going to play tight end this year.
He's got to find a new career. It's not
all right. Third guy I have here is Irv Smith, our boy, going back to the well. Eventually, we got to start talking about these guys, but I can't because
not when they're this good a value.
No, dude. Irv Smith, top 6 tight end.
I didn't put him on because I knew you were gonna have
Let's
him.
fucking go. 8 touchdowns. I have 8 touchdowns written down.
Sure.
I don't care what else he does. Joe Burrow's throwing 36.
40.
Okay. Irv Smith's okay, then 10. No, Irv Smith's great. He's 25 years old. He's never been able to stay healthy.
No.
Alabama guy, dude, great prospect. Here's the problem with Irv Smith is I said the same thing about O.J. Howard for years. I loved O.J. Howard, and the thing is O.J. Howard tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
Irv Smith is not tore his Achilles.
No.
He is not done. There's no one behind him.
He feels way older than what he is, right? Because of the different teams that he's bounced
to. Post top sleeper, man. Every year.
He's a little relevant. And he's not.
Kyle Rudolph's gone. Irv Smith time. Yeah. You know what? He got hurt. And they don't like throwing their tight ends in fucking Minnesota.
And so I should feel burned by Irv at this point, but I don't, man, because I see why.
Tight end 17, you're not getting burned because you're drafting him as a late guy.
And that's a big part of my logic, and I think yours too, is the onesie positions don't deserve early picks for the most part. If you get a good value on one, sure, but otherwise you wait for quarterback, you wait for tight end, you watch our deep sleeper episodes, you watch our hot take episodes, and you get guys to hit way later. You stack the top of the roster with running backs and receivers that can backfill all of the injuries or the guys that show out. Oh, I'm going to go add this guy. Oh, what the fuck? Robin Nick already have him? Yeah, that's right, because we waited on tight end and quarterback. Like,
you know what I love about Irv Smith? Is this combo. Like, I hear all these guys talking about the path to an elite tight end is it has to be second on the team in targets for like the elite, like top 4 guys. I get that. You know what I like about Irv Smith? He's 4th on the team. But you know what he is?
I could make an argument tied for 3rd, but
you know what he is? He's going to be on the field. He is a better than average prospect player, and he's tied to an elite quarterback and elite offense.
Yep.
Those 3 things lead me to believe he's way better than Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst had 54 catches last year on this same team.
Yeah. Way better than I thought Hurst was going to do on that
He's
team.
a way better athlete. I don't know about better tight end.
No, but Hurst did way better than I thought he would.
Yeah, and he got hurt. He only had 2 touchdowns, but I can see Irv Smith having 6. The David Njoku year from last year is Irv Smith this year. Tight end 9. I have top 6. That's a little bit adventurous.
Yeah.
But I'm adventurous. After this pod, dark alley back there. Not really. Dark yard. Dark yard.
Dark metro yard.
What do you got?
My last one, I talked about him on the last pod because he's going so late. I liked him as a deep sleeper. And not only as a deep sleeper, I gave you a little preview into Juwan Johnson.
Wow.
Right now, tight end 17. I think he's going to finish at top 5. Top 5 tight end, dude. That's my hot take on Johnson. And the logic being is, look what Carr did with Waller, right? And it wasn't just Waller, it was Moreau, and sure, some of that was that offense, right? Well, you come to New Orleans, what's that offense? Mike Thomas? Question marks? Like, I have no idea. Olave's great, but that's one.
That's it.
And you had Devontae Adams last year.
And Kamara's suspension.
In Vegas.
And the suspension.
Yeah. And Kamara staring a suspension. It's not going to be Taysom Hill or fucking Troutman or whoever else may or not even be there. Is he gone? Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even care if he was. But
they have Moreau. Isn't Moreau there or no?
If he's healthy. I mean,
well, not healthy. Is he not?
Cancer
Yeah, he's
right
not
now,
have cancer. Right?
But they signed him. And worst case scenario, Moreau comes on and displaces Johnson at some point.
Not happening.
I don't
Johnson's
necessarily
athletic,
see that, dude. And
Wow.
he's performing. Why are you going to take him off the field?
Great take. Great take. Love this guy. Love this pod. Subscribe. Watch the pod. I keep on pointing. I'll point to here, there, whatever. We love you.
Subscribe to all of this.
Yeah, all this. The fun, the good stuff.
Yep.
Rob's Roundtable.
And it's been a complete joy.
I'm just sick of all the amateur stuff, you know? I mean, like, if I'm paying top dollar, I want a little production value, you know? Like,
yeah, you know, well, I'm sorry, Evan, that the Coen brothers don't direct the porn that I watch.